Hello all, welcome to part 2 of the Fernandez show here, July 15, 2010. Talking LeBron-a-thon. If you guys missed part 1, start on part 1 and it'll catch you guys up to where you missed so far. Talking LeBron, talking NBA, talking the Heat, and the puzzle pieces that they're putting together on this incredible team. Everybody wants to come down and be part of this team. Who wouldn't want to be part of this team? Especially the Miami boys. Udonis Haslem just signed as well. He took less money just so he can stay home because he wants to be here. Dwayne Wade took less money because he wanted Udonis here. Udonis took that as a hint and he decided to go after it. He left a $5 million, he left 3 years, $20 million on the table in Dallas and at Denver. And he decided to take a 3-year, $20 million deal down here. I mean, 5-year, $20 million deal down here, $12 million less. He left $12 million on the table. I don't know if I would leave $12 million on the table. Then again, I haven't made $1 million yet. So if I was there, maybe it'd be a different scenario. But I mean, come on. And talk about millions. What kind of impact economically is this going to leave on the city? Because as it is already, South Beach is known for the glamour, for the hype, for the lights, for the heat, for the sun. You already have stars coming down here making their ways around South Beach. And now you're going to have even more stars because people are going to want to watch this team, period. This is going to be the greatest show on court. The greatest show on court. You cannot, let me just put it this way. You cannot deny that. Let me just put it this way. They sold out on season tickets before LeBron James said he was coming. When the whole hype, the whole Thursday, before the decision, the one that he took an hour to decide, the season tickets were already sold out in Miami. There's a waiting list. When has there ever been a waiting list for season tickets? Not even during Shaq. Not even during Shaq was there a waiting list. But now there's a waiting list. If you went to MiamiHeat.com and you tried to process Heat season tickets, you would go through the whole process. But when you would go put submit, it would tell you, sorry, but this process cannot be submitted at this time. The internet went haywire. Twitter shut down because everybody in South Florida and around the NBA twittering, everybody hates Miami right now. 49.5 states hate Miami. Yes, half of Florida, probably from West Bosch Beach up, hates Miami. You still got the Magic up there. And the Magic are going to be big time. It's going to be a big rivalry now between Orlando and Miami. Because Orlando's a great team. Orlando didn't lose anybody. Orlando's going to try to compete for Miami for the Southeast Division title and on the Eastern Conference, for God's sake. 49.5 states hate Miami right now, especially New York, because for 2 seasons, they thought that LeBron was going to be there. They thought LeBron was going to be their man. They thought every problem's going to be solved. Welcome, New York, to another 10 years of irrelevance. Because that's what's going to happen. Amari Stoudemire is trying to make this massive trio now for next season. So pretty much this season's just paper tossed. Thrown right out the window. How do you feel if you're a New Yorker? What, now you got to wait till next year? That's what you guys were doing last season. You were waiting for this season. Because this was supposed to be the season that you guys were going to land LeBron James. And now you're not good. Now you didn't get him. So what do you do? What do you do? Amari Stoudemire, yeah, you got to try to build little pieces here and there so you can try to have at least a product on the court. But don't be surprised if you didn't even have that, because you don't have that now. It sucks to be New York. And the way LeBron said expect 7 championships. Now, I think that's a little far-fetched. I think that's a little out of reach. Not if they decide to stay, obviously, and especially if they start winning right from the beginning. If this team comes out and just puts a smackdown on whoever they come out with opening night, that's going to just build confidence and character and motivation to do it every single game. If this team loses a game, you need to hope that these 3 players can rally around each other, rally around the team, and pick them right back up, because if they're going to start biting each other's heads off, it's going to start off real bad. But this team needs to get on the right foot right away Or you know what? Have a little drought in the beginning, and then as soon as you can pick yourself up, let it be. But this team needs to start on the right track, and that's pretty much where this needs to go. Pretty much where this needs to go. Guys, I hope you can join us on Sunday because this is where this conversation is going to go to. This was supposed to be a teaser. I ended up extending it another segment because I got into it. Uh, if you guys seen my past shows, it's pretty much what I do. We're going to give you guys clips on Sunday. We're going to have David on the show, faux show. Working on Laura joining us. We'll see what we can do. But I hope you guys can join us. Real quick, in other sports, you have to give it up. Rest in peace to George Steinbrenner, the best owner in the history of sports. Was with the Yankees for 30-some years, brought them 7 championships. He was the boss. I'm not a Yankee fan, but I know how to give my respect when it's due. Give it up to, it's George Steinbrenner. And the Yankees already came out saying that they were going to be wearing a patch the rest of the season, honoring George Steinbrenner. They lost family, man. Baseball lost family. You can tell. I mean, in the All-Star game, that there was a lot of, everybody was down. The Yankees, when you saw them in the dugout, yeah, they were there. They were trying to win it for George Steinbrenner. But everybody was just down. Derek Jeter said he felt like he lost a father. Even Joe Torre said he felt like he lost a father. Joe Torre was in New York for like 9+ years. That was his boss for 9 years. But everybody looked at this guy like if he was a father. And I've always been a Yankee hater, and I guess that's the same thing that's going to happen now with the Heat. Everybody's going to be a Heat hater because pretty much it's going to be how they are with the Yankees. Nobody's going to be able to beat the Yankees. But whatever. So, guys, I hope I can catch you guys on Sunday. Stay tuned to Facebook. Stay tuned to my Twitter. Stay tuned to my Instant Messenger. I will let you guys know what time the show is. If you guys want to email the show, fernandezshow@yahoo.com. And, guys, I'm just going to say goodbye. This is it. See you guys on Sunday. Thanks for joining us. This is Frank Fernandez.